My name is Kevin Portillo. I'm from South LA and I'm here at the Best Buy Teen Tech Center. So here I am a musician as well as an artist. I practice my music here, my singing, as well as my drawings, as well, paintings, and whatever I could get my hands on that's creative. Singing was always something I liked, especially since I was little. I came from a background of music, kinda. My grandfather was actually a mariachi, so my mom would sing all his songs, especially like songs like Vicente Fernandez, Selena Quintanilla. So I basically grew up around singing. So I picked it up from my mom mostly. I was always singing at home, any day, every day, to the point where it got annoying. So the song I'm currently working on is Better Late Than Never. It's about overcoming and self-accepting yourself, overcoming a lot of challenges, especially during high school and middle school. We're supposed to have like your first love or a crush in like any type of way. So it's based around all that concept and knowing that even though it didn't happen yet, it's still gonna come in the future. So thankfully, this place actually has a lot of like open-minded people as well as a good support system. So it wasn't really that hard for me to open up about myself. And it actually helped me a lot, especially in music-wise, because if it wasn't for this place, I wouldn't have started recording music or writing music at all. I consider myself a multidisciplinary artist. So I do a lot of art as well as music. So for my art, I actually have like a lot of pieces that I've been working on. I use Clecky. It's a website that is free to use for anybody. The pieces that I'm working on right now, they're more like aspects. I just start drawing and whatever comes up, comes out. If it looks good, then I save it. Other times I just start over until I like it. So when it comes to music, what I want to let my audience know is like a story that persuades you into knowing like that everything will be okay. I take inspiration like from a lot of artists that I've listened to who also tell their story through music. So that's what I want to do. I want to tell a story. I want to connect with people, and that way they know that they're not the only ones feeling a certain type of way. If I could invite somebody to the Best Buy Teen Tech Center, I would tell them to take advantage of all the opportunities they have here, specifically because everything here is free. So there really isn't a reason why things like money should be like an obstacle for you. It's a good way to like open up your mind and like learn new skills, animation, fashion designing, music, or anything like 3D printing, tech, audio engineering, stuff like that is like a very good outlet for kids, especially if they're into creativity. So that's what I would say. I'll just say take advantage of it and don't take it for granted. What you can expect from me from 2025 is making more music. I'm actually working on a second song about overcoming bullying and like how it affected me, but I overcame it. So that's something I'm very excited to do. And I want to actually create like an entire album of like things that I've went through. So that's something you can expect from me for 2025. And for my art, a lot more drawings are on the way. I have a lot of things in mind to draw, and we'll see how they turn out. I want to give a shout out to my older sister as well as my mom for always helping me through everything, as well as my friends who supported me throughout this entire journey. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys here at the Best Buy Teen Tech Center.
Hi, my name is Anae Gaines. I am 12 years old and in the 6th grade. I create fashion design, and the art I create is more denim. The way I started into fashion is mainly I didn't like some of the things that I got or wore. Sometimes it would be too big or stuff, so I started to sew. But I did always want to do it because I always liked to create things. I started out crafting, so I started getting into more making bubble wrap vests and all that. So my parents had when I was 10, put me in the Best Buy Teen Tech Center. I first started to make a pincushion, and I remember coming back saying I finally know what I'm doing because I was mainly self-taught. I self-taught myself how to flip, how to hand sew, and mainly when I put it on my dolls, I'd use tape. So that's when I started to get into things like making bucket hats, sweatpants, and so on, and that really started my big passion for fashion. My current project is an aging. I had started to make bags as a business, And what really started it was that my sister had given me a pair of jeans. First, they're sitting like, I don't know what to do with this. And when something finally clicked and said, make a jean bag, I don't think that there was some that I was technically like looking for when I started to look at patterns for it. So I just freehanded it. When I freehanded it, I put like this lace through the belt loop, and I started like, and a little like thing clicked in my mind and said, what if I sold this? And so that's when it started. And a lot of people in my class love denim, and they also like to wear cute things like this, a lot of girls in my class and in the school. So that's what really started it. And in the first week I had made $30. The next week I had made 60, so another $30. My first shoulder bag started at $10. Great deal, a lot of people sold it. And then as I got into my puffer purses, I had started to get them upper more because they took longer. And the Best Buy Teen Tech Center really helped me mainly to like get my design process out there. You know, you can't always do it in your head, because in your head it might seem differently than how it would work out. So you really need a plan to do it. So that's what it helped me with. And also the sewing machine mainly helped me. On the sewing machine, I know everything that I need to do. Without it, I don't think I'd be here, because I probably would still be clueless. And, you know, I would be more of a visual learner. So tutorials may not be the best. I need someone like right there beside me to help. And that was Miss T who helped me. So if I had collabed with an artist, I would either do SZA, Tyler the Creator, or Kendrick Lamar. With Tyler the Creator, I would put him out there because of his album covers. They're very colorful, fun. You know, it gives that type of silliness and carefree. So to add those designs on a bag, it would sell a lot. The next one would be SZA. If I collabed with her, I would do more denim on it, like more different patches for her, or more like nature stuff on it. If you see her album cover, it has more of a nature kind of feel to it. And her Crocs collab also had a lot of denim on it. So I think that collabing those together would be really cool. Next, Kendrick Lamar. He's also really big, and I see that he does a lot of denim stuff too. So with his like creative design, it would be cool to mash that together with my thought process. So with that, I plan with my business to have a website. And usually as I grow older, I would like to have stores out there and little pop-ups. So website would be coming soon. I send my shout outs to my first teacher, Miss Robinson, who actually helped me with it. And my teacher now, Miss T, who helped me with my creativeness. I like to thank my parents, where I get my creative from, creative writing and creativeness in dance and designing. Thank you. Bye.
My name is Alan Gaines. I am the father of the amazing Anea Gaines, who brings us here today. We are here because she has a fashion design line called Anea Jean, which is a play on her name. We found the Best Buy Teen Tech Center as a part of a partnership that I created with Frederick Casey Price's Third Christian Schools. As I was noticed, they would start bringing in things like 3D printers. They brought in sewing machines, and I know that my daughter was in love with fashion. So I asked Thai Buckman, which is the director here, if they had any fashion design classes. That following fall, they started up the fashion design classes. She started like with a pincushion, and then she made a bucket hat. So she just was going through the motions of learning all the different things, stitches and sewing. And then her teacher, Miss T, is an amazing teacher who was teaching her how to, put sew all types of different, I don't even know what all the things are, but she's amazing. She was just able to, different designs, and they repurposed like burlap sacks and trash bags. It was just a lot of different challenges that kept her being very creative and very engaged. And eventually, we saw that the passion was just spilling over, and she had so much to do that we had to, buckle down and invest in our children, because I think that the greatest thing a parent can do is invest in their children's dreams. So we bought her own sewing machine and a whole station that she has at home. So that's where she does a lot of her work when she's not here learning at the Best Buy Center. So I would encourage anyone who has a child who's into tech or anything like that, even if you're not into tech, just come in, drop by, and understand that there's a world of possibilities that we weren't privy to when we were kids, you know. And I think that if you bring your child, you'll be able to see that they might just fall in love and discover something. I know they do like drone photography, they do coding, digital animation. It's just amazing how many things that this world is moving towards that is being able to be taught here for free. So I'm a big proponent of it. My child is here and she's been a benefactor of it, but I also would encourage you to allow you to bring your child in and unlock your child's dream.